Hi, everybody. Elida Zweidler-McKay with ZM Coach. Today, I want to talk to you about the real reason that people are not getting ahead in their careers. There are sort of three key stumbling blocks that I see people trip up on over the years, whether that's when they're trying to move up in their current job or whether they're trying to get another one. These are the things that can really hold you back and keep you from getting where you want to go in your career. So I'm Elida Zweidler-McKay. I'm with ZM Coach, and we help people prepare for and land their next promotions, whether that's in your current role or somewhere else. So let's dive in. The first thing that I see over and over again in people that I talk to every day is how hard everybody's working, like endless hours, endless time, rolling up your sleeves, jumping in, getting things done. And yet that doesn't seem to lead to the promotions that people think that they should be getting. And I think that that happens for three reasons. One is, too often, I think people are doing a whole lot of different tasks, but they're not being particularly strategic about which ones they're going to take on. So, really focusing their time on the things that are going to make the biggest difference for their companies and also for their own careers. When you have a real strategy, when you know how to map out the work that's in front of you and you know how to really align that to your goals, both professionally and the goals of your job, you're much more likely to be working on the kinds of things that are going to help you get ahead, that are going to have a real impact on your company. So that's one of the things that I help clients figure out is how do we really make sure that we know what your company is looking at to you to achieve, and then how do we really make sure that everything that you're doing every day is aligned to those goals. So that's the first thing, is not really being strategic. The second thing is not letting your work be really visible. So many people feel like they shouldn't talk about themselves or talk about what they've done. And it is important to be really thoughtful and careful about how you do that. But there are ways to showcase your work and to talk about what you're accomplishing that don't come across as braggadocious or, really egocentric, but still get you the kind of recognition that it's going to take for people to see that you're making a decent contribution, and one that should be recognized with some kind of promotion. And that's especially true when it comes to job interviews. If you're looking somewhere else, people need to know what you've done, what you've accomplished, what you're good at. So having really solid ways of talking about that feel comfortable and authentic to you, but that also bring your value across to the people that you're talking to, is one of the really core elements of your career success. And then I think the third thing that happens when people are working really hard but not getting ahead is that they're not necessarily playing to their strengths. Not everybody's really clear on what they bring to the table or what their style is and how they like to work and how that really contributes to the team or the organization that you're part of. So another thing that I work with my clients on is getting really clear about their own personal leadership style and the strengths of that style. It's so easy to look at somebody else and think, if only I were more like them. And when we do that, we lose sight of, if only I were more like me. Like, how do I really tap into what's best about me, what's great about me, so that I can bring that to all my interactions and to the ways that I'm working with people and to how I contribute. So really helping my clients do that is another piece that we work on. And one of the benefits of that is that when you're playing to your strengths, you feel better about yourself. And then that has this whole compounding impact on how you come across, because you come across with more confidence, more executive presence. People are more likely to listen to you and follow you and want to take you seriously. So that's all in the bucket of working hard and not getting ahead. The next bucket really has to do with that situation where your boss is giving you good ratings. They tell you everything's fine. They say you're great. They tell you how glad they are to have you on their team. Then you go to ask for a promotion and they say, no, you're not quite ready yet. But there's no clear information or no clear guidance about what it's going to take to get to the next level. Well, I think this happens because people are generally not very good at giving feedback and not very good at eliciting feedback that people can really do something about. So that's another piece that I work with my clients on, is how do you really set the stage with your boss and with your peers and even with your team members so that you're getting really good feedback that's going to help you know how you're coming across and adjust that so that you can perform better and really take your career to the next level. Knowing how to ask for feedback in a really constructive way, knowing how to take whatever feedback people give you and turn it into something you can make use of, those are some really important skills. And that's, again, something that I teach my clients how to do. And then the third bucket is that frustration that people feel when you watch other people get ahead and they have less experience than you, or fewer, they've achieved fewer outcomes, or maybe your company is hiring from the outside instead of promoting you, and just how frustrating that can be. And I think the main reason that happens is that happens when people aren't leveraging the relationships with key people inside their organization. So getting ahead, getting job opportunities, getting promoted really requires that you have connections with people, that you build solid, authentic relationships with people who are cheering for you and looking out for you and wanting to help you in your career. And so if you are somebody who's maybe a little bit shy, or you find that a little uncomfortable, or you think it might be cheesy to do, that just means you don't have a strategy yet that works for you. But when you have a strategy for building those kinds of connections in a genuine way that fits with your style and fits with who you are, that's going to be the other key to really getting ahead. So when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like you're working hard, but you're getting good good comments on your work, but you're not getting ahead, and that there's something missing, it's usually one of these things that we've talked about. Either you're not playing to your strengths, you're not doing work that's visible, you're not being strategic, you're not getting the kind of feedback that really is going to help you know what you need to do differently, and you're not building and leveraging strategic relationships. Like I said, these are all core pieces that I work with my clients on, whether they're looking for a new job somewhere else or they're trying to get ahead in their own company. We build all of these skills and the mindset and the authentic leadership to go with it. And when we do that, people are able to get that next promotion, they're able to land that next job, and they're able to work in a way that really fits for them, feels authentic, feels genuine, and helps them get ahead. If that's something you'd like to know more about, let's talk. You can get on the phone with a member of my team, and we will talk with you about your current situation, where you want to go, and what it would take to get from here to there. We'll help you map out a game plan for that. And if it's a strategy for us to work together to put that game plan into action, we will tell you what that would look like and talk with you more about that. You can book a call with us at zmcoach.com/apply, and find your time now, because space is limited on our calendars, but we'd love to talk to you soon. Take care.